Ugh. I used to like her in Dragon Ball. The original Dragon Ball, where she used to be a cute barbarian girl with a blue bikini armor on it and a pink cape and a pink helmet. She was adorable. And then Toriyama decided to age her up into this. I'm seriously I'm actually questioning. This can't be the same character, can it?
Alright guys, so I'm in the comfort of my car, so if I sound a little weird, funny, or off, at least you know the reason why. But anyways, just to start off with one of his points, he talks about how Chichi went from this cute barbarian girl or something to this, annoying housewife and yada yada yada. And obviously Laurie Hughes does not know anything about girls and stuff. I mean, just like Stargleam and stuff. You know, he just did a video on her, cursing her out and stuff. So yeah. But anyways, but I'll talk more about that later in this video. But anyways, Laurie here is talking like he's saying, oh well, such and such. Like, look, I can't say I have like a big history of like dating or anything. Let's just keep it a $150. But I mean, come on. When you get older, you at least know that like girls, they can't just remain cute and stuff forever. You know, like usually when it comes to like girls and stuff, like some guys favor girls that are like cute and bubbly and stuff, but then when they like get exposed to that for a while, it kind of just it gets annoying and they just grow tired of it and stuff, and if they like, oh, change, then they're gonna be like, oh well, why'd you change? I like that, such and such. So I mean, yeah, so it happens. Like, sorry Laurie, but that's just life. Yeah, I just, like, come on, this man, I know this man definitely does not have a girlfriend.
Because the original Chichi was sweet. This is not sweet. I'm not a fan of Chichi and Dragon Ball Z because there's a lot of reasons why I ain't about her. Forcing her own son, who was supposed to be Goku's successor, Gohan, into a bookworm. I don't kid, because in the series, Chichi really wants Gohan to study all the time. And you're supposed to take this seriously. Why? Let me tell you this. Chichi isn't your favorite character in the slightest. She's dumb. She's a hypocrite. She can't even understand what she's doing. Oh, and don't even try to tell me that, but Larry, Chichi's trying to be a mom. Yeah, but a mom in a shonen anime for an anime that has fight scenes in it. Can you explain me that? Oh, wait, I forgot already. There's nothing to justify this. I wish I could like Chichi. But I can't. Because her character is stupid. She forces Gohan to be at study all the time. Won't let him be outside. Won't let him go have fresh air. What kind of mother is this?
Alright, so Laurie's next point is that basically he's claiming that Chi-Chi's a terrible parent or a terrible mom because, oh, she forces Gohan to study? I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry, but isn't that what parents are supposed to do? Make sure you study, get an education, and get a good job all at the same time? Like, is he not intelligent or what? But anyways, I mean, I'm serious. Like, yeah. And then he tries to justify it by like, oh, well, Chi-Chi's a mom in a shonen anime. Yeah, but that doesn't pardon that she just lets her son just do whatever he wants. I'm like, that would make her look like an irresponsible parent, right? Am I wrong? So yeah, like Chichi, and not to mention the reason why she fixated so much on like Gohan's studies was because like Gohan was being homeschooled. I'm not making this up. I'm actually dead ass. Like I'm pretty sure Gohan was homeschooled back in Dragon Ball because there was like no schools or anything. Plus they lived up in the mountains and stuff. And I think back in the Buu saga, that was the first time Gohan started actually going to like an actual school and stuff. Yeah, so that's why Chi-Chi definitely cares a lot about Gohan's studies. Well, actually that's why, one of the reasons why. And then another reason is also the fact that Chi-Chi just didn't want Gohan to study martial arts and stuff because she didn't want him to turn out like Goku and herself and stuff because, I mean, well, Chi-Chi's a martial artist, as we already know, but she's also a housewife, so obviously, she doesn't have a job, and Goku is the husband, and he doesn't have a job, and his primary thing is martial arts, even though you could kind of get a job as martial artist, but I'm not going to touch that subject right now. But anyways, neither of them have really jobs, and they're mostly being supported by, Chi-Chi's dad, the Ox King, right? So yeah, it's not like Chi-Chi wants Gohan to be completely dependent on her forever or dependent on the Ox King's money, right? So yeah, and it really did pay off because Gohan eventually became a professor and settled down, had a wife, a kid of his own, and got his own place, right? All because Chi-Chi focused on his studies. Goku doesn't really care about Gohan's study. He just likes to play with Gohan and stuff like that or whatever. Just simple dad stuff. But Chichi really does care about Gohan getting an education and prioritizes his future. And that's definitely what makes her a pretty good parent for that reason, okay?
And some people say that she's a fighter. Yeah. Oh, really? Does she help at the battlefield in the canon material, aka the manga? No. She sits in her house all day. Oh, always obsessing about Gohan's studies. Chichi, you dumb broad. You forget you married a wife. Your wife, who married a Saiyan.
Alright, so where do I start here? So, his first point is that he's trying to rag on Chichi's skills as a martial artist and stuff. And look, Chichi is a skilled martial artist and stuff. I'm not gonna act like she's like vital or useful or anything like that in terms of like, oh well, she'd be helping she'd be helping out the Z fighters fight the Saiyans or Frieza's army. Nah, she's not that strong. Like she's strong, definitely like stronger than your average human, but she's not like strong enough to like contend like that. And plus, martial arts isn't really her passion, so yeah. But keep in mind, Laurie Hughes just made a recent video on Launch and stuff. If you remember Launch, she was one of Goku's friends back in Dragon Ball and stuff, and was also like his she also helped homeschool Goku and stuff along with Master Roshi. So yeah, but Launch, I'm like he tried to make the argument that Launch was vital or she was useful or something, and that her split personality helped the heroes out on occasion, which it really didn't. All it did was kind of do the opposite, just for a small little gag or something. Like, the only time I actually remember Launch actually being in a fight was when she beat up some, like, and I mean like a legitimate fight, was when she beat up some like red ribbon foot soldiers, even though Master Roshi could have easily have done that. But I think he was held back because Good Launch got taken hostage or something. But yeah, other than that, this guy's a big hypocrite, bro. If I gotta say, if there's any character that's actually like very useful in terms of like, or any of like these female characters in Dragon Ball that are like, that's actually very useful, on like Chichi or Launch's level, I would definitely say it's Bulma, because Bulma really does play a very, very big part in Dragon Ball. Like, when you really think about it, like, you can't have Bulma, well, or you can have Bulma without Dragon Ball, but, well, actually, no, you gotta have Bulma inside Dragon Ball, because Bulma is very vital to the story. She was the one that found Goku, told him about the Dragon Balls, went on the whole adventure, and even to this very day, Bulma still invents technology and stuff that actually helps out Goku and Vegeta, by the way, when it comes to their own training, like gravity chambers and stuff like that, or time machines. So yeah, but Chichi though, yeah, Chichi's a pretty decent character. This guy's just tripping, man. And also, she was she was aware that she married a Saiyan. Look, now Chichi knew from the get-go that Goku was a little bit odd because, when he was a kid he had a tail, so that was a little bit of a red flag right there. But outside of that, I mean, Chichi always believed that Goku was human up until, hell, Goku thought he was human up until, when Raditz showed up to Earth and told him the whole truth. But other than that, Chichi still didn't care. She still loved Goku and her son, who were both Saiyans and stuff, however, whatever the way they were, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, and also the reason you don't see, here's the reason why I do not draw Chichi in general. She's dumb, she's stupid, and ugly in the inside. She's a horrible person. Hell, this yelling twat enforces the same issues I have with Gohan on Videl Dragon Ball Super.
Alright, so clearly this guy's an idiot. He just said that Chichi is a terrible person, and most importantly, he said that Chichi is ugly, or something about ugly on the inside. I'm like, Chichi's ugly? What? Yeah, I'm like, what? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Back when I was a kid and stuff, when I was like, probably in like 5th grade, when I first like learned about Chichi and stuff, or I saw like, Dragon Ball Z Kai and all that, and I saw like Chichi. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had an anime crush on Chichi, bro. Chichi was hot. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Chichi's hot, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. So, that's all I just wanted to say there.
Number 4, she's poor, and I don't give a damn. And number 5, she's the biggest boring character in Dragon Ball, and a pain in the butt. And number 6, she doesn't understand that the Earth will be in danger if her damn son Gohan does not train. Does she learn about that? No. And number 7, she's very good at a lot of reasons. we could have seen her grow up. We could have seen her be a great character. But does she have any character development? And oh, does she even care about Gohan as a person? No. Only his studies. So she's a bad mother. Taking it very seriously. The whole Sonally thing is just corny as heck. It's been the garbage since Sonic CD, and now. And also, though, I don't think I would ever chip that pairing. I know people have, and they really are living in denial. And also, though, yeah, I don't see Sonally being this couple. Not in a long shot, because this was from the 90s. Where the Sonally came from? It's from a made-up fandom that really doesn't make sense. And I am disappointed to every Sonic fan who has a hatred towards a girl who once slapped Sonic in the face to keep out his senses because he was acting like an idiot. And let's not forget he read a cast in issue 134 because he deserved that. And let me ask you this. Did you guys ever read the Archie Sonic comics? No? This whole thing should never happen. And first of all, why I say this because Sonic died. So, the reason why I slapped him, because Sonic was about to do the same mistake he did again. Get himself killed! So, yeah. That's your slap, ladies and gentlemen. So, next time, if you want to know why Sally slapped Sonic, that's your answer. And also, though, I guess you're forgetting the word that why Sonic and Sally are paired, because they have a bond. Amy doesn't have a bond with Sonic. She's just your typical Sonic fangirl that always chases him every game. And let me tell you, it's annoying! It doesn't work.
I'm not gonna spend too much time going back and forth on this whole Son Amy stuff or whatever. If you want my if you want my professional opinion, go check out my videos and stuff. I've made them and stuff explaining the relationship between Sonic and Amy and stuff and how deep it goes. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the slap first. Wow, Laura Hughes actually is justifying the slap that happened in issue number 134 of the Archie Sonic comics. I would have never have thought, or I don't know, maybe, but wow, he's that much of a simp for Sally that he's willing to justify the slap. Okay, and I know some people have. I've heard it before, but personally myself, I don't think it was like, oh well, Sally had every right to slap Sonic. Like, no she didn't. No she didn't. Look, now to give a little context in case you don't know, what happened was there was an alien invasion, and these aliens, they're called the Zord and stuff. Basically, they placed a device that was going to destroy the entire world, and with Sonic's speed, they had a chance at actually destroying it. So Sonic destroyed the device, so he didn't actually die or anything, by the way. And the device blasted him halfway across the universe and stuff, where Sonic's been roaming roaming in outer space for about a couple of weeks and stuff in search of just getting home. So then eventually, when he got home, a year had gone by, but to him it was just a couple of weeks. So of course that left an impact on some people and stuff, especially Sally, who he was dating at the time, and that caused some tension between them. Of course, some trauma too. So Sally wanted Sonic to remain by her side and whatnot, and she wanted him to herself. She didn't want Sonic to out there, like, just to be out there putting his life on the line, so she wouldn't go through all that stuff again, of like fearing fearing losing him and stuff like that. So basically, Sonic was like, I gotta go up against Dr. Eggman and stuff, and then that's when Sally slapped Sonic and whatnot, and pretty much humiliated him in front of all those people, by the way. So yeah, no, it wasn't granted at all that Sally should have just, put her hands on Sonic and stuff and just slapped him across the face. Yep. But that's just me though. Yeah, I don't validate that at all. And by the way, I want to just take note of this small little fact, but you can kind of see as Sally's running off, Tails and Amy actually go up on stage to try and comfort Sonic about what just happened. So yeah, but you want to say that, oh well, there's no bond between Sonic and Amy, but okay.
I don't give a damn that Amy's popular. I think Sally and her black butt beats her in a long shot. Because Sonic at the end was popular because it made the Sonic franchise. But Sonic CD? No. And let me ask you this. You know why I like Sally better? Because she came first. She first appeared in 1992. Yeah, her and the rest of the Beavers were the original Sonic characters before we get the crap that's marked Sonic characters we've gotten over the years. Where does Amy come from? 1993. Yeah, Sonic at the end came before it. So yeah.
Alright, so two things I wanted to talk about here. First off, he talks about Sally debuting before Amy and stuff, and he acts like, oh well, Sally was like, she was with Sonic and she appeared way long before Amy. I'll get into that next up. But he says that Satam made the Sonic series popular. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Look, Sonic is popular because of the games, believe it or not. Sonic 1 definitely made, definitely put Sonic on the radar. That was the first Sonic game. Yeah, definitely put Sonic on the radar. Everybody was checking out Sonic and stuff, and whatnot, because there was very few platformers and stuff that can out there challenge the Mario series and stuff until something like Sonic and Mega Man and stuff came along, or Mega Man, well, that came out a couple years before Sonic, in the 80s, but still, yeah, I mean, Sonic was one of those games that actually challenged, and even a lot of people would say even was better than the Mario games and stuff at the time and whatnot. So yeah, the first Sonic game, or if you don't even think the first Sonic game was good enough, there was a second Sonic game that came out. The second one was pretty good too, even better than the first, right? So Satam, that came out after Sonic 2 and stuff in 1993 and stuff. So yeah, Tails' 30th birthday coming up. But anyways, but on a serious note, yeah, so Satam did not make the Sonic series popular. The Sonic series was already popular because of Sonic 1 and 2. And then my last subject I wanted to talk about here is that he makes it sound like Sally came out long before Amy, and to be honest, they both came out just about the same time. If you want to be technical here, Amy came out in the manga, which that was in 91, and I think Sally was in the mini comic or something of the Archie comics. That might have been her first actual appearance, but she appeared in the mini comic in 1992, I want to say. But by the time she was in Satam and stuff, Satam came out in 1993 in September, right? And Sonic CD also came out in 1993 of September. But Satam probably came first before CD because Satam came out in the beginning of September that year, and Sonic CD came out at the end of that month of September 1993. So it's pretty much the same time where they both debuted. So I don't see what's the whole big deal here.
I don't think Amy has ever was mentioned in Sonic SDM. Why should be? Why should she? And also, the reason why Sonic CD is a bad Sonic game because it has no references towards characters we already had from the comics and Sonic SDM. Because there's a reason why I don't do that game either. And also, let's not forget about the horrible game over screen, which was corny and horrible.
I always had a feeling he always hated Sonic CD, because whenever he's actually giving Sonic games, he's actually positively talking about Sonic games and stuff, he's only talking about Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles, but he's not talking about Sonic CD and stuff, which Sonic CD is a very popular game, even in the classic games and stuff. A lot of people love Sonic CD. Whether you didn't like Amy or not, a lot of people love the gameplay and that was the first appearance of Metal Sonic and stuff. So yeah, it was actually pretty good. But anyways, I don't see how Sonic CD wasn't good because it didn't reference the Freedom Fighters. I mean, Sonic 3 came out after Satam, and it made no references at all to the Freedom Fighters or anything. So I don't, and no other Sonic game for that matter had talked about the Freedom Fighters or anything that had happened inside Satam. So I don't see how that doesn't make it a good game. Like that's very dumb. And you see why I'm getting on this man for his opinions.
Also, though, the reason why Yuji Naka left the company to begin with, it's because he wanted the Sonic Satam characters to be in the games as well. But no, Takashi Azuka, it is just the mine, no less, won't let them in because he thinks they're going to be in the way.
Alright, so this is one of like the dumbest claims I've ever heard Satam Sonally fan Laurie Hughes ever say. I'm being dead ass, like I'm being serious. This is actually like one of the dumbest claims I've ever heard him say. Is that he said that Yuji Naka had left because the Satam characters weren't in the games. Like what? Like Yuji Naka had nothing to do with Sonic Satam at all. And stuff. I mean he's responsible for the creation of Sonic and stuff, and then Satam purely was created to promote the games and stuff and promote Sonic as a character. But that's about it. Like Yuji Naka had nothing to do with, as far as I'm aware, he had nothing to do with Satam. Satam is an American IP and stuff, not a Japanese thing. Okay, Yuji Naka, if anything, like I don't know, like again, Laurie Hughes doesn't know anything about the Sonic series. Yuji Naka left because originally he left around like Sonic 06 or so because he wanted to just work on other games and stuff outside of Sonic. That's the reason why. I mean, if he wanted the Satam to be much more like Sonic and stuff, why did he create Sonic X, or he produced Sonic X and stuff? And Sonic X pretty much mirrors everything that isn't Satam, pretty much, right? So what is he talking about? Like I said, he be pulling up shit out of his ass, because I've never heard anyone make that claim that Yuji Naka left because Satam just wasn't canon or something.
Listen, Amy Rose is not like Sally. I know how you write her in the IW comics. Yeah, I know how you do it. Making Amy Rose be like Sally makes you a horrible Sonic creator in comics. You're really biased towards Sally. And also though, this is going to be a serious reason why I say right at the title, Sonic the Hedgehog sucks now, because Sega has lost their way. I really wish they never turned into this garbage, but we can't have that, can we?
It's interesting how he knows how Ian Flynn writes Amy, even though Laurie Hughes has admitted before that he's never read any of Ian Flynn's comics and stuff to know the difference. And also the fact that, like, again, like I said, Amy, like, he's just getting this off the internet or just what other people would say. Because Amy doesn't act anything like Sally, bro. Like, look, now, Sally inside, like, Satam and stuff will always act like she's disinterested or she's not, into Sonic at the moment or whatever, even though Sonic will always try to make advances and stuff towards her. But Amy's not like that at all in the IDW comics even. Like, Amy is still kind of herself, just, I guess, some elements of, like, Sonic Boom and stuff where Amy will still have, like, this crush on Sonic and stuff, but also, she'll get right down to business if need be. And she'll take charge and stuff like, that's always been Amy's character. But, yeah, no, she's not like Sally at all. Like, yeah, I mean, I've made it like a video where I talk about some of their notable, like some of the things that they have in common and some of their notable differences, but that's about it. At this point, I don't even know what Laurie Hughes exactly wants out of the Sonic series and stuff, because he's trying to rip on the Sonic series or the modern games at least, is that, it has dark stories. Like, so what? I mean, bro, you like Satam and the Archie comics, which has some of the most darkest stories inside Sonic compared to the games. Like, what are you talking about? You don't like the dark stories and stuff. Or I'm meant to take a hedgehog going after a fat man seriously. Like, I mean, bro, then why are you into the Sonic series then? Like, if you really had that notion, then you're just simply like, you just play the games, and that's strictly just it. Like, you know, like you don't. Right? Yeah, like, bro, why are you reading the comics and watching the cartoons if you didn't think that you know, if you just thought that, like, so dumb. And it's funny too. He actually says that the Archie comics and the Satam makes a lot more sense compared to the games, which it really doesn't. Well, Satam, yeah, I mean, I can understand that argument maybe. Even if it is like, you know, it doesn't align with the games and stuff. I mean, I can understand the argument there. But the Archie comics, I'm like, bro, the Archie comics, like, trust me, it really does. You know, the Archie comics. I mean, again, I love the Archie comics and all. But trust me on this one. The Archie comics, a lot of people would tell you, especially like there was definitely some iffy areas here where it just didn't make absolutely no sense. Yeah, trust me, a lot of people would tell you Archie, there was a point where they just dropped off because it just didn't make any sense whatsoever. But hey, it apparently makes more sense to the games, right? Yeah, right.